I remember being 14 years old the first time I ever stepped into a gym. It was a Glendale YMCA. I was 6'1", 135 pounds. Not only was I the skinniest kid in the gym, I was the skinniest kid in our high school. No one in school was skinnier than me, nobody. If you go back to school right now and you ask them about Patrick Bet-David at 14, they'll tell you he was the skinniest kid in class. So I used to wear 4 shirts, t-shirts on top of each other and a sweater just to look normal on how skinny I was. And I remember first time I went to the gym, this guy named Fred, he has no idea how much of an impact he made in my life. I was so intimidated of going into the gym. Fred pulls me aside one day, he says, Patrick, let me explain to you what you need to do with this workout thing. He says, I want you to not look at anybody in the gym for 2 years and don't compare yourself to anybody. It's not a fair match right now. He said, start off with increasing your bench press every single week by 2.5 pounds. All you need to do is add an additional 2.5 pounds every single week to whatever your bench press is. So I start off with a 45-pound barbell, and next week I add 2.5 pounds, then 5 pounds, then 7.5 pounds, then 10 pounds, then 12.5 pounds. A year later, I'm bench pressing a plate on each side, which is about 135 pounds. A year after that, I'm bench pressing a plate in 25, which is 185. A year after that, I'm bench pressing 2 plates, then 2 plates and a quarter, then 3 plates, and 3 plates and a quarter. And then from there, I'm curling 90-pound dumbbells, all these other things. And then, I wanted to be a bodybuilder at that time. But that simple little principle of him telling me 2.5 pounds completely changed my life. I was 14 years old. It validated that no matter what you do, you cannot compare yourself to anybody for 2 years because you're always going to feel disappointed. All you need to figure yourself out is whatever business you're doing, what can you do to add that additional 2.5 pounds to your gig? What is the 2.5 pounds in your business? Is it 25 more calls? Is it 3 more calls every single day? Is it 5 more contacts you make every single day? What is it? What is that 2.5 pound principle to your business? Because ever since that part, whether it was financial services, whether it was social media, whether it was YouTube, Valuetainment, it doesn't matter what it is. The principle's always been very simple for me. Always, 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 always focus on beating your prior best. And then one day you'll wake up being the best of the best in your industry, at least competing with the rest. As long as you focus on increasing whatever it is that you're measuring by 2.5 pounds every single week. So focus on beating your prior best. Eventually be one of the best at what you do.